But
hey, where'd you find this? I miss mixtapes.
Yeah, did you ever make music?
No, that was the one venture that I was just always told, like, don't. That's not even
really.
No. Like I have a best friend named Dana who literally all my best friends I've known forever. So I've known her probably like 25, 26 years. She had like a full studio in her basement. Like she really early was like, I want to make music. So she had like piano, mics, like guitars, like amps, all this stuff. And we would just play around in there. But I was like, no. She was like really serious about it. And I was like, no, this is not my thing.
And she's still making music?
So she doesn't make as much music, but she'll like do audio for a podcast or like master somebody's like score somebody's like movie or something every once in a while. But it's so interesting to see that she still has a studio in her house. Like it was her mom's house we were always at, but now she has her own house and she has a studio. And I'm like, wow, you really stuck with it.
Yeah, that's what I thought I would make music.
Wait, why'd you stop?
I'm just not that good at it. I like kind of like what you're saying. Like I'm
not good enough to push through.
Exactly. Yeah. I love music and like I still love like listening to it and like analyzing it, but I'm not.
It's not your tea.
It kind of. It's not what I'm naturally good at.
It sucks when it's like something I'm so passionate about, but I'm not that good at. Like I'm really, really passionate about the way the piano sounds, but like No, I mean, my mom made me take piano lessons and everything, but I was just like, Mom, I'm not into this.
So wait, what did you do before comedy?
Oh, I played basketball my whole life, so I was an athlete. Yeah.
Did you play in college?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Mm-hmm. I played at Ole Miss.
Really?
And then I like that's why I started comedy because I didn't know what the fuck to do. I was literally like, oh my god, what do I do? I didn't plan for this. I thought I was gonna play basketball forever. So
how good? Like, were you guys in the tournament? Like,
I was good enough. We went, but like, oof.
We
weren't great.
What?
We didn't
do great.
No, absolutely not. Probably like, okay, so like, to be honest, my best year of college basketball was like my sophomore year. Like we came in, the girls I came in with, it was like 5 of us freshmen came in together. So there was a moment where we just like really gelled and we were doing really great. And then you play people like Tennessee and South Carolina and you're like, oh, these girls are really good. It's like when you, dude, it's like when you see a comedian, like, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
That's how I feel when I see, like, Josh Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I don't do comedy.
Yeah.
I just
exactly
talk. This is comedy. Yeah, exactly. That's what it felt like to play.
This is the real deal. Mm-hmm, yeah. Mm-hmm. What position did you play?
I was a point guard.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I miss basketball so much. Oh my God, I love basketball.
You ever play anymore? Like, you ever play pickup?
No. So I literally want to play. No, I want to play with you guys.
Tell Ben to get you in there. Yeah.
So the one I was literally getting in shape, right? Me and him used to play outside all the time. And, I tore my Achilles. That's what happened. I tore my Achilles. And then I swear to God, like right after I tore my Achilles, he's like, I'm going to start playing basketball. I'm going to join a basketball league. And I was just like, okay. And then he's always like, you want to come watch? And I was like, I would rather die.
Yeah.
Like I would quite literally rather die.
It's like when you're at a show basketball. You're not booked on.
Exactly. Yeah. I was like, no. And then literally he's so funny because I would be like, oh, I'm going to come play. And he's like, you're not healed yet. You're like, you're not healed yet. And like now I'm like, I'm literally 100% healed. And he's like, fine. Because I'm just going to be, it's going to be bad. First of all, it's me not having played in like a year. And it's just going to be horrible. I'm going to just rain terror on everybody. I can't wait.
Yeah, you gotta.
I'm trying to like pop out like the Monstars.
Like, I remember you came to the Big Wachowski, dude, and you did
and I was still on the men.
Yeah,
I was still on the men. Shout out to the Big Wachowski. Shout out to the Big Wachowski keeping men's dreams alive. Dude, I can tell people really look forward to that every year.
Oh yeah,
that's some people's like Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's huge. It's huge.
It's the event of the year.
It's huge. No, I wanted to play so bad, and I can't even be around basketball. It makes me sick. Yeah. It took me a long time to even be able to watch basketball on TV. Like after I stopped playing,
Really?
Oh my God, I went through such a depression. It was so crazy. I was like, I can't even watch it. Like I was like, no.
Did you think you were gonna play professionally?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Until what point?
So honestly, it probably was like my senior year. I had a coach I hated. Like
of high school or college?
College. To this day, he's the only person I hate. I hate you. I would never even say your name. I hate you so much. You are the worst man on earth. Oh my God. And I just was done. Like I was like, dude, I don't want to do this shit anymore. Like he just completely ruined. Like I was just like, if this. the thought of like being like, okay, I could possibly have another coach like this. I was like, I don't know.
What did he do that was so terrible?
Dude, he was just a cunt. Like he literally, first of all, he was like 33 years old. Me, a 32-year-old woman now, who let him at that age coach an SEC level women's basketball team? I have no idea. But he was just so like, God, he was just so annoying. He had favorites. Like, he was open about his favorites too. He wasn't like, oh, I like this person. And like, he would like pit us against each other. And
like playing like mind games.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Literally. So I had a friend named John that like lived with me and my friends illegally. He like lived on our couch. So the craziest thing is we met and this is all backstory. We literally met this man at a volleyball game. He was our teammate's friend from where she was from. And he was like, oh, I want to move to the town Ole Miss was in, which is Oxford. And he was like, I want to move here. And I was like, who wants to move here? But just from another part of Mississippi. So Oxford is like New York City compared to like other parts of Mississippi, you know? So he moved, and then I swear he was like, oh, can I sleep on your guys' couch for the weekend? I swear to God, he literally lived on our couch for 9 months. And it was the best. It was the best. He worked at the grocery store. He would get us free groceries. It was the best. So our
That's so crazy. Wait, I had a friend in college who did the same thing. He went to UVM where I went, but he just like our freshman year, we had like I was in like a dorm room that had like suites.
Yeah.
And he would like lived like all the way on the other side of campus. And was like obsessed with this girl in the suite next to mine, and he literally lived on their couch. Like, yeah.
No. Where is he now?
I don't know. I think actually now he's dating the girl.
Yeah, good for him. Okay,
but I don't
because that could have turned out.
He's from Jersey. Maybe he's back in Jersey.
He's probably back. I bet you about $1 he's in Jersey.
But anyway, what
was I talking about?
So you were talking about this guy.
Oh, the man lived on the couch. Okay. So he lived there for 9 months. My coach made friends with this guy who was...
Was he like a college student, or he was like a
So he was like a college-age person.
Okay.
But he was just like... He went to like the community college that was around Ole Miss, but like just loved Ole Miss sports, and just was like... I'm trying to be so nice describing this person because I'm still friends with this person, but like he was somebody people are just nice to. Like, he was just the most genuine human being. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, I kind of know what
he's one of those people that people just are like, oh my God, oh. So my coach made friends with him. And one thing people know about this person is that he does not lie, cannot lie. Like, it is almost like a Ella Enchanted situation. Like, if you ask him something, he cannot and will not lie. So our coach would literally ask him what we talk about in the house. And it was so weird. I was like, dude, this is weird. And then he would come to practice and he would say stuff that I said in the house. And I would be like, what the fuck? And then like after a while, like I finally told my mom, I was like, Mom, I think he's like getting information from John. And then my mom was like, well, why is he telling him? And I was like, Mom, have you met John? Like, literally, have you met him? Like, I was like, I could ask John his bank card number and he would be like, oh, it's this.
Just a very trusting person.
Of everybody. Yeah. Like, trust everybody, sight unseen, trust everybody. And my coach knew that. So he would like buy him shoes and be like, oh, what do the girls say in the house about me? Blah, blah. And John thinks he's like got a friend. He's like, oh, they just say that, you're a piece of shit and they hate you, blah, blah. And then... Dude, it sucked. Oh my God, he was the worst. By the way, sir, you know who you are. I saw you at the NCAA Women's Championship last year, and you're getting fat. So
is he still coaching? Mm-hmm. He's still coaching
He actually got kicked out of Ole Miss because he was a terrible coach, but he still coaches under his dad. Thank God your dad still has a job, so you can still coach. Middle Tennessee State University. So, yes, I'm so happy that your dad works so that you can stay employed. That really makes me happy for you.
So you played basketball like all your life growing up, and that was what? When were you like a fan of comedy before doing it?
I would say like in passing. My dad and my brother are huge comedy fans. So like I had the knowledge of a comedy fan. Like I was like raised having to watch like Red Fox, Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac, like. You had to watch it. We would watch Comic View like every night as a family. Like it was like a big part of our family. But it was weird because when I look back, I'm like, oh, I was obviously a fan of comedy. But I just thought that was part of my life. So I was like, oh, okay. So really when I stopped playing basketball, I didn't know what to do. And I was working at a dispensary. And my friend's mom was talking to me one day. And she was like, oh, you should try comedy. the famous last words of somebody who tells somebody who's not funny. But anyway, I was like, okay, because I never was afraid of like public speaking. And so it's like a Tuesday. I swear to God, this lady goes, oh, come to this open mic on Thursday. So I was like, okay, great. I think it's an open mic. I go there like, okay, thinking it's an open mic. It's literally, there's a comedian from Baltimore named Larry Lancaster. Shout out to Larry Lancaster. Literally, thank God for him. He gave me my whole career. It was his birthday party, and he is legitimately like a Baltimore legend. So it was his birthday show. And I was like, this is not an open mic. This is absolutely not an open mic. And I literally get up, do 5 minutes, literally kill.
First time kill.
Did
you have material or you're just talking?
No. I consider myself a griot. Like, I'm just a good storyteller. Yeah. Bomb for 3 months. Like, straight. I mean, like, straight. Like, to the point where I was like, okay, I'm going to go bomb. Like, I knew I would bomb, but I don't, like, care, so...
Yeah.
I don't really like get embarrassed. So it was just kind of like, I was like, oh, this is kind of funny. I just talk to people and they have to listen. I'm terrible. That's funny.
So what year was that you started?
2018.
18, and that's in Baltimore?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Started in Baltimore. I love Baltimore because it has such a good art scene. And like, you can really, really tell if you're funny there. Like, everybody, like, who's another one? Like Sahib Singh. He started there too. Like, you can tell if you're funny there because there's real talent there, but there's also like, sorry guys, some people that aren't as talented. So like, you really can gauge like, okay, this is what somebody who does well is doing. This is what a bad comedian looks like. Like, you can gauge all that from there. Yeah.
I started in Vermont, which is like, I imagine very different from Baltimore.
Very.
But there was a similar thing of like, there were some very funny people there.
Yeah.
And then also
they have a good club out there, don't they?
They do, yeah. And there's some funny, I mean, like Carmen
they have some decent clubs there and people. Wait, are you from Vermont?
I'm from Pennsylvania, but I went to college there.
Where did you go to college?
UVM, University of Vermont.
Damn.
Yeah.
What made you go to Vermont? I didn't even know Vermont was a state. I swear to God, till like 3 years ago. I was like, Vermont is not in Europe? And I was like, no. I was like, oh God.
I just really wanted to get out of Pennsylvania. I'm from Harrisburg, which is like such a small
exactly
place
where
there's there's just not really anything there. And I like kind of felt like even if I went to school in like Philly or Pittsburgh,
it's not far enough.
And I know that there would be like people I went to like camp in high school with there. No. So I kind of wanted to go somewhere.
What'd you do in camp in high school? Did you do something crazy?
No, I just didn't. No, I just wanted to like
get out of your wits.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's good.
Yeah.
Some people want to stay comfortable forever.
I think it was also part of it was that where I felt like if I stay closer to home, like then it's going to be harder to leave.
Oh yeah, the longer you stay,
and then even I finished college and I moved here like right after I graduated, which was crazy. Like I had no money and no job or anything, but like
that's how you got.
But I was kind of like, this is if I could stay in Vermont and get better at comedy here and like find some job here, but then it's going to be even harder to leave because then I'll get comfortable.
Yeah,
and I think it was sort of like. I had a feeling of like not wanting to become comfortable or like complacent.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know where I got. I think I also had like a lot of like delusions of grandeur. Like really thought like, yeah, I'm gonna move to New York, and I had like some sense of like it'll be hard at first, but I was like,
but I'll get used to it.
And I was like, but it won't take that long. You know, it's not.
New York has literally, like, on occasion, absolutely brought me to my knees and been I don't belong here. Like, I literally would be like, honestly, like, I'll just get a 9 to 5. This is fucked up.
When did you move here?
2022. So 4 years. It'll be 4 years in September. Yeah. And we moved here and I was like, dude, this is not.
So you and Ben moved here together?
Yeah, we moved here together. And to be honest, like, I give him a lot of credit because I did not want to move here. I was like, no. I had just like we had only been together for 2 years. So I was like, oh God, this is such a risk. And then it was like, I had just been away for college because I stayed at Ole Miss and got my master's. So it was like, I was away for 6 years. So I was like, not trying to go away again. And it was like horrible the last time I went away. I mean, I had fun in college, but the basketball portion of it was so horrible that I was just like, is this going to be horrible? Like, this is going to be fucked up. And it, he had already lived here. Ben had moved here in like probably like 2017 by himself before and done the comedy thing or tried to do the comedy thing before, but then had to go home. So he was just kind of like, no, it's just, it's a grind. And I was like, dude, I'm done grinding. I'm done. I think I'm over it.
And so you guys met like doing comedy in Baltimore together.
So we met like, I don't even know when I met, but I would never say, I don't even know if we ever like officially like met. I feel like there's like, you see the same 15 people every week. So like you almost just know everybody. And then I feel like when I was first doing comedy, I was in a relationship and he totally stalked me. And then he maybe didn't stalk me, but he definitely was watching me. And one day he just like asked me to go on a hike. And I was like, what? No, that's weird. And then he was like, the way he asked too was so weird. He goes, I know we're comedians and this is totally just so weird. And I go, okay. And then before that, I posted a video of like Kid Cudi or something on my page. We both like love Kid Cudi. And he was like, oh my gosh, I love Kid Cudi. I swear to God, I go like, oh, that's so cool. He literally doesn't talk to me for a year. Never responded to my message. I was like, that's weird. But I was in a relationship, so I didn't care. But then
you're just like, oh, that's cool. This guy.
So then our message thread was literally like me messaging and him not saying anything till a year later being like, do you want to go on a hike? I was like, this dude is crazy.
Was there any part of you that thought he was going to murder you on the hike?
No.
Okay.
I was like,
good.
This would be so dumb. Because I think that
if you did, you probably shouldn't have said yes to go on the hike.
No. So to be honest, my friends were more like that. They were like, you're going to go with a white guy on a hike. Like, it was just so unlike me. It was so like 180. Like, I was like, they were like, what? And I was like, yeah, this guy asked me to go on a hike. And they were like, you're going to go? I was like, I guess so. I'm on my way. I'm telling y'all that to tell y'all that, hey, I'm about to go on a hike. And if y'all don't hear from me in like 5 hours, I'm probably dead. And then, the funniest thing, my boyfriend is not tall, y'all, by the way, everybody. And my friends go, well, like, how tall is he? But I like send them Ben's picture. They're like, oh, you'll be fine. Like, literally, like, they're like, if something happens, you're okay. They were not worried. I was like, does he not seem threatening?
That's so funny.
Not at all threatening. I was like, okay, this will be fine. We had so much fun too. I think we stayed there for like 4 or 5 hours to the point where my friend called me and was like, hey, like your location is not on. I was like, oh, I have no service. We're still here. She goes, leave. And I was like, okay, great. Wonderful.
And then so you guys have just kind of been together ever
since?
We
just kind of been together ever since. Yeah, just kind of like fumbling through life. Just left, right, one foot in front of the other. Mm-hmm.
So when did you start? You wrote for a Black Lady Sketch Show?
Mm-hmm.
Which is the name of the show.
Which is the name of the show. He's not just saying Black women were doing sketches. I do have to remind people that. Oh my God, that's so funny. I remember when I first got that writing job and I would tell people what it was. And my friend was like, oh, like, I would love to support you. And I go, no. That's what it's called. She thought I was saying like, it's for Black girls. Like she was like, no, I would love to watch. But that was what? 2021? No, 2022.
So that was like right when you moved here? Or before?
No, that was the reason we moved here.
Oh, okay.
So I got the job and it was remote. So I did the whole room in my mom's house, like literally in her living room. And then at the time I was working at Johns Hopkins at the same time. So I would have to go to Johns Hopkins, run back home and log in by 12 because it was like a LA based room. And then so I had this influx of money. So I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And then I remember I was lucky enough to open for Yvonne Orji. Shout out to you, girl, from Insecure. And she literally looked me in my face and was like, oh, are you going to move to LA or New York? And I had no plans to move anywhere. I was like, oh, I was just going to like stay in Baltimore. And she was like, for what? And I was like, my family? And she was like, do you want to like succeed or are you just doing this for fun? And I was like, I guess I want to succeed. And she was just kind of like, well, that's what you got to do. And then I was like, okay. And then I kind of ran it by Ben and he was like, oh no, let's go to New York. Like it's close. You can still come home on the train. And I go home all the time. So I'm definitely like a mommy's daddy's girl. So I need to go home a lot. But yeah, like after the room was from June to August. And then we moved in September. I think we moved 2 weeks after the room wrapped. And I was supposed to be on for 2 more seasons, but then the strike happened, and then they canceled the show because of the strike. So we were in New York, like, I was just like, fuck. It was the worst because my mom was like, don't move, don't rush to move, like, until you have another job. And I was like, girl, I'm signed for 3 seasons, and I got money. And then I was like, hey, Mom, so they canceled the show.
So what were you doing? What were you doing at Johns Hopkins?
I was a social media manager for the Bloomberg School of Public Health.
Oh, okay. What'd you go to grad school for?
I went to grad school for marketing and communications, and then my undergrad degree was in broadcast journalism because I thought I was going to be a sports newscaster.
Okay, that's a classic post athlete.
Dude,
career.
thought I was going to be on camera. I say this all the time.
You'd be good at that too.
Thank you. Shout out to Maria Taylor. Maria Taylor, you never answered my email. I love you, girl. Just telling you. I bring this up all the time. Just saying. You told me to email you and you didn't email me back. Sorry. Maybe she'll clip this. We'll go viral.
That
would suck. She would be fighting.
Clip it, tag her.
No, literally, I tell this story every time I'm on a podcast. I'm like, Maria Taylor did not answer my email, but honestly, for the best, because I would have been like, fighting to be like,
it's a weird alternate reality. Yeah.
No, thank God.
Yeah, you get the 5 seconds at the halftime.
And you can't even be funny.
No.
I can't cuss or anything. I was like, actually, this sounds horrible. That is not my style at all.
No, only Blake Griffin's allowed to be funny.
Yeah.
You see that video of him doing the impression of Kawhi's laugh?
Dude, Kawhi, I think, should have his own Curb Your Enthusiasm show. I think he's hilarious. I think that he should have a show where he barely talks. It's just his thoughts, you, but Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah,
pitch it to Netflix.
That would be interesting. He's an interesting guy. He's quite an enigma.
I can't figure out what his how there's certain types of people. I think that there's certain types of people, then there's Kawhi Leonard. There's not, he doesn't fit into any type of person.
I feel like that's how most really high level professional athletes are.
Yeah, like Kobe Bryant.
There's such weird, idiosyncratic individual. To be able to be that good
and just never speak.
Yeah.
And also his face never really changes. And he never gets excited.
No. He's very
Is he not an NBA champion?
He's a 2-time NBA champion.
And MVP.
Two-time finals MVP.
Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. I was not humble at all. So I just am so amazed. I was humble no, I wasn't that humble.
What's the most points you ever scored in a game?
I think when I was in high school, I scored 33 points or 34 points. Something like that. But no, not humble at all. I think honestly, I got to the point where it wasn't even about basketball. I just felt like I was just better than everybody. It's just as far as a good hang.
Yeah.
I would just be I'm just funner than most people.
Do you feel was that what humbled you? Was it bombing at open mics?
No, not even that. Honestly, I don't think anything has
Nothing
yet. Yeah, no. No, honestly, I think when I stopped playing basketball, that humbled me. I think I was damn. Because everything else, I always thought that basketball was natural, but it really wasn't. When I look back, I was no, you were going to training. Mm-hmm. I was at training when I was 11. So I was just oh, I have to be good at something else again. And
did your parents play too?
No, I was the first one to play D1. No, well, my dad was an athlete though. My dad ran track and played football and he could have easily excelled. He just went to the Marines, but that was just the time it was. But no, I was the first in my immediate family to go on to play college athletics. But as far as my extended family, my family was really good at baseball for some reason. So I had cousins that were very close to going to the major leagues or wrestling champions. But as far as basketball, I think I was the first one to do that, I think. And if I'm wrong, sorry.
Yeah. So what, when you started doing comedy, was it kind of immediately you feel you put all the passion and dedication that you had
100%.
Towards basketball into comedy? You're all right,
100%.
Immediately, I found a new thing.
Yeah, I was immediately okay. You know what it was? I don't like being bad at stuff, but I don't mind being I literally don't mind being bad at stuff. I said before, I really don't get embarrassed. So it's I don't mind the process. But I was oh, this is like basketball. It's you have to learn skills and then bring them all together. And then so I would just be okay, so I need to watch. So I just watched everything. I mean, I watched comedy. I didn't even think it was funny. I watched everything. I watched podcasts. I watched everything just to be okay, I like this or I like that. Or, okay, that works for that person. This works. And then I would just be okay, what do I need to do? And then it was oh, you need a set. Okay, what does that entail? Okay, tell my story. Okay, great. I would just piece together what I needed to do and then just just do that shit. I don't even know.
Who were some of the people that you were watching early on that like stand out to you?
Honestly, I watched Ali Wong a lot because I feel like the way she uses her voice as far as like literal inflection is really, really something I remember vividly. I was watching a lot of Eliza Schlesinger, but I don't watch her anymore because she said the N-word in one special and yes. And you know what's so funny? Every time I say that, people will be like, did she? And I'm like, yes. And that should tell you how much privilege she has that was not like a major moment. I literally remember, I was actually excited to watch it too because I still to this day think she's an excellent writer, but I was watching her stand up and it wasn't like even like a punchline. It didn't add anything to the joke. Like it didn't add anything, which almost is like, well, I'm glad it wasn't like a person, but it was just like, she just said it. And I swear I sat on my bed for like 10 minutes, like, did she say that? Or like, and then I like rewound it like 100 times, like, oh, she said that. Okay. And then now, I love getting paid. Now I'm like, damn, I gotta watch somebody else. So then I watched a lot of, sorry guys, Dave Chappelle. Sorry, he's the best. Sorry, I literally am so sorry that he is crazy now. But he, as far as writing and joke structure and like how to craft an hour, there's literally nobody better. I surprisingly love Sebastian Maniscalco. He's one of my favorite comedians. Oh, yeah? And it's so strange to me because it's like definitely something I usually don't like, but he just cracks me up. Like he just really makes me giggle. And he's got great
physicality.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Like he moves like a dancer. Like
he could be like a bachata instructor.
Yeah.
He's so crazy. I love people that take like a concept that is so small and like so relatable and just take it to the absurd, and I think he does that really well.
Have you seen Tommy Bayer's gay Sebastian Maniscalco?
Yes. Oh my God. Tommy's really funny too.
I'm taking my prep.
He's so funny too. Tommy's really funny, but that bit is so good, and I remember it because I love Sebastian Maniscalco so much. They had that sketch on freaking SNL this past week or the week before where it was literally like Marcelo doing an impression of Sebastian Maniscalco, but he's an attorney, and he's just like, it's literally just him as an attorney, and it's the craziest.
Yeah, he does do a great impression.
He does a great
because he nails the move. Like other people can do the voice, he really nails the like physicality of it.
Yeah, Marcelo, and there's another guy that has a great. Matt Friend has a great Sebastian Maniscalco impression. Yeah, he can do any impression, but like those two really stick out to me. I wish I could do one, but I don't know.
Can you do any impressions?
No. You know what's funny? No, and I don't try because like I don't know what's gonna come out.
Yeah,
I never know what's gonna come out of my mouth, literally my own mouth. So I just am like, I can't even. That's not an area I'll ever test out, and my voice is too deep. I can't change it that much.
Yeah. So when you moved here and then you were writing for
a Black Lady sketch show, you're ready for,
and then the sketch happened, and then the strike happened.
Oh God!
So then what'd you do after that?
Cried.
Yeah.
I was babysitting. I still babysit to this day.
Yeah.
Like I literally, there's no reason why I have so many jobs. I have so many jobs, but like. I literally was like, all right, well, I got to find a job now. And I just started babysitting. And then we were just doing that. Like, Ben was a social worker. I was babysitting. And I would just go get the kids every day. And, like, I was like, okay, the strike's going to be over. Like, this is so wonderful. And we were supposed to start the room in June. And then they were like, hey, we're going to start the room in August. And then I was like, okay, great. And then August came and they were like, hey, we're canceling it. So I was like, okay, so I got to stay babysitting. Great. Wonderful. So yeah, I just got to work. I was like, all right, well, I guess I just have time to make this stand up really good. Cause at that time, my set was like, okay, but like, I hadn't really had time to like really, a doggy. I hadn't really had time to make it like great yet. And still, still trying to get there. But like, I was like, okay, well, I can focus now on that. So I'm actually grateful for the strike because I feel like I was really focused on writing because I was like, oh, I can make money quick, like doing this thing. But then you realize like, oh, writing jobs. I got very lucky in the first 4 years of my career. So I was very unaware of like time. And
Did you have other writing jobs?
No, that was the first one I ever submitted to. How did you get that one? I actually came to a festival here in New York, the Black Women in Comedy Festival, and there was a girl named Natalie. Hi, Natalie, I love you. That was on a show with me, and I met her there, and we were just talking and chatting and like taking each other's braids out. That's not racist. That's really what was happening. And so like a month or two later, she messaged, there was like a group chat for the whole festival, like, hey, my job is hiring, like if anybody wants to submit a packet. And I messaged her separately, like what, like literally, I remember my email to her being, what's a packet? And she's like, oh, it's like what you submit to writing shows and like blah, blah, blah. And I was like, how do you do that? And she kind of broke it down for me. And I was like, so for this show, like I need to submit what? And she goes, oh, you just submit some of your sketches you wrote. And I'm like, because I've been writing sketches. Yeah. Like, no. So then she literally broke down to me how to write. Lily Sparks, huge help to me. Lily Sparks, all during my career. I love Lily. She's really here funny now. Dude, she's so funny. So she's also from Baltimore? Yeah, she's from Baltimore too. She moved here a little bit before we did. And honestly, I hit Lily up because she was the only person I knew that would like write in her free time. And I was like, hey, if I write these sketches, like they're literally due tomorrow, can you just help me with the formatting? And she did. Like she helped me 100% with the formatting. She helped me punch up the jokes. And honestly, just all the credit to her and everybody that helped me put that packet together. Thank God. Because I was just like, what do I do? And then I submitted it and the rest is history.
And then when did you start doing the Judgy show?
Judgy was last February. The good format, we call it the good format. The good format started in July.
What was the original format?
So the original format was in studio. It was literally like Judge Judy. It was like two people bring me their like case, and then but it got so hard to edit. It was like, because we had to figure out how to get two sides of a story, my verdict plus my like banter in. It was just too much. It was very hard. Thank you guys for staying with us, because it was not great. But that was the first version of it, and nobody liked it. I mean, the people at Now This Even didn't like it. Like, we can stop the act, y'all. Like, we know you hated it. It's fine. I love y'all now, but like, come on. Everybody, like, I wasn't happy with it. Marilyn, who is the person who ideated Judgy was actually like her IP. She's the best. I love her so much. We were just trying to figure out how to make it work, and we kind of went outside as like a last hope, like to be like, all right, let's try this. You know, me and her had it in our heads that like we probably just weren't gonna do it, and like we'll just have to work together on something else. So we were like, all right, let's just try this. And Jacob, this little kid named Jacob, God bless him, comes, tells us his story, gets us like 18 million views.
Like actual child?
Like an actual, he's 18, guys, but like an actual child to me. Like an actual, like, you know, we still get randoms in the park now, but like he was our first like, hey, we're going to run up. And I know we did another girl that day. Sorry, girl, I don't remember your name. But we did like 3 or 4 outside episodes that day. And then her episode did really well, the first one we posted. And we were like, oh, okay, this format is much better. And then when we posted his, it just blew up. And then ever since then, it's just been like rolling.
So do you want to explain the show for the
Sure, okay. So guys, I am the host of Judgy Series on Instagram and TikTok. Judgy Series, shameless plug. And basically people bring me their stories and I tell them whether they're guilty or innocent. So like we have a list of questions that's like, when's the last time you were the villain? When's the last time you crashed out? When's the time that you did something horrible but you don't feel guilty about it? Like we'll ask people that, and then they bring us their story, and I'm like, okay, you're guilty or you're innocent. Nobody has yet made me declare a mistrial, so waiting on that. Waiting on somebody to be completely right and completely wrong. But it's so fun. I love it so much.
Why do you think people like these like man on the street videos so much?
Because we're psycho. Yeah. Like literally because we're psychotic, and like I think that we like when people both have a different opinion than us and the same opinion. So like I think any show that has like a stake at the end where it's like, I'm making a decision and based on this information, I'm going to make a decision. Like people really stick around to be like, oh, this is what I thought. And it's like, if I say innocent, they're like, yes, that's what I thought. Or if it doesn't go with what they thought, they're like, this sucks. This is not what I thought. And I'm going to comment and say that. Like, it's like, I think people just like to participate.
Yeah.
And I think Man on the Street makes you feel like you are participating.
When did Now This start doing these kind of shows? Didn't they used to be like news?
They still have Now
news?
This Impact.
Okay.
Yeah. So they basically, what happened was, and again, Now This, I'm so sorry if I get this wrong. Sorry, I don't work there. I'm just a contractor. Basically, like, they have Now This Impact, and then they have Now This, and then it was one company, and then Michael Vito Valentino, the editor-in-chief, was brought on because they saw this pivot to digital content, and they were like, okay, we have to get on this. Like, it's gonna be, we have to, but it's also like, we're not gonna make a Man on the Street news show. So, right. Which you could. Maybe, but what are you gonna do? Current? It's like you can't like make a joke out of current events. Like,
I mean, I guess like the way to do it, they kind of do some stuff like that on the Daily Show, where it's just like you just say a news story, and it's like, did you know that this happened? Did you know this? Yeah. Oh, I would totally be like, no. Got an idea for you.
Yeah, pitch it. Sharks, hello, Sharks. I'm coming to you. Yeah, you should totally pitch that. They would love that. They love pitches. By the way, anybody listening, they love pitches, but please don't make them stupid. But yeah, then they have their show, Are You Okay? I feel like they had shows before that.
That was the first one that really like caught
that was
my
the one
attention.
that was the one that really like started the wheels turning. And then they had other ones like Now This Is. I mean, I'm even the host of Judgy because I did Are You Okay? And they liked my Are You Okay? episode, so they let me. They said they had a new show and they wanted a host for it, so they let me audition for it. So that was great.
Who's the most famous person you've had on Judgy?
The most famous. You know what's funny? My favorite part of Judgy is that everybody has a different like person that they feel like makes the like is their like biggest celebrity we've had. So like for me, we just did Kerry Washington last week, but that one didn't even come out yet. But like Channing Tatum also, because I just watched all his movies growing up.
He follows you on Instagram,
dude.
That's what Ben told me.
As he should. Thank you, Channing. I love you. And if you want to be with me, I'm just around the corner. But then there's also
Ben understand.
So Ben would. That's the best thing about him. He would literally be like, oh yeah, what are you gonna do? He would be like, what are you gonna do? Be with me instead of Channing Tatum? But what's the other? Oh my God, what's the other one? So we also did the guys that do Smosh. If you guys are OG internet heads, Smosh was like the first people making like YouTube videos. We interviewed them, and to me, that's when I felt like, okay, I made it. Like, because I remember being like, what is YouTube? And then getting on YouTube and being like, who are these people? And like, we got to interview the makers of that, and that was like my moment of being like, yes, my little internet self. But I mean, there's always like, what's her name? Meghan Trainor. Oh my God, there's so many. Meghan Trainor's been on this show. There's some like Real Housewives that have been on the show, and like, again, my favorite is like all the comments or like my friends from home, like depending on who they like, that's when they feel like I made it. So they'll be like, oh my God, you had this girl on. Wow, you're really blowing up. And I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter.
Who's your favorite that you've had on?
Who's my favorite? So we had this girl named Thickney on. She's literally like, I'm not trying to call her a crazy person, but she's like an internet personality, and her name is Thickney.
That's her real name?
Her name's Whitney, but she goes by Thickney online. That was my favorite episode because she was absolutely unhinged from start to finish. She was just like a crazy person. That was my favorite one we've ever filmed. We also just did Hassan Phils. He's a comedian from Toronto. His episode, I always remember like the people that I'm like, this person is crazy. Yeah. But also I loved doing the Mom Donnie episode too. That was that meant so much to me. He was the nicest.
He seems so nice.
He was so chill. We only had 2 minutes to film.
Wow.
And he was like, dude, he was so busy. He had like 3 or 4 things to do. And it was like the day before the election. So he was like, I gotta go. Like, it was like so many things going on. And then during the episode, we edited out. Somebody literally comes up and is like, I hate you, like, da-da-da, you're doing this. And he just handles it with such grace. Like, he was so, like he was like, I understand that, but we're just trying to film a show. Like, I would love to talk to you after. He was so good. I was like, ugh. But
I don't know how he does all of it. He seems to like do,
he does everything. I don't know how he does it seems like he says no to nothing. I'm like, what do you say no? And I don't know how his face is in her because he's Always
He's
smiling.
always smiling.
Always smiling. Always smiling. I've never seen him even look like tired. Maybe it'll be like remember 08 Obama, and then they posted the picture of him.
Definitely.
When he's finished. His hair's like gray. He's like, dude, fuck. Like,
he is like
I
Obama.
think that's gonna be his legacy. We'll see him in like a couple years, and he's just like,
it's even worse.
His hair's just completely gray. Yeah, he's like, dude, I'm not. Fuck it. I'm not doing it. Fuck the city of New York. Just kidding. He wouldn't do that to us.
No, he would not. He's great. And now even like my conservative family members like him because Trump likes him.
They're like, you know what's funny? He's not so bad, actually. He's not a terrorist like we said he was. Really imagine that.
I remember like literally because it was like at the election was like a little bit before Thanksgiving, and I was like, gotta talk to because I got I'm Jewish and I have conservative family members, so I'm like, it's like
that's stressful.
I know, and I was
that's stressful for you.
And then he met with Trump, and Trump loved him, and they're like, yeah, he seems
they're like,
cool.
He seems okay. He checks out.
Yeah, I guess I don't agree with him.
No, that
on
made
everything.
me scared. I'm like, this psychopath likes him. Is there something I'm missing? No, I was like, oh god,
he's just that good.
He's just that. No, he's like one of those people that could just clear a room. Like you can tell he can make anybody like him.
It's because all Trump's just a star fucker, and
Dude,
Ron's got star power.
Let's just like. He needs to just be an entertainer because he's the funniest. He said the other day in real time, he said, you know, the internet people, I know all of them. And they used to hate on me and talk shit about me. This is the president of the United States, by the way, everybody, verbatim. And then he goes, now they're kissing my ass. Who? I beg the question, what internet people? Who are the internet people? Are we the internet people?
I guess.
Maybe we are.
I guess. I don't know.
It's like Jake Paul.
Yeah. Oh, that guy. Yeah.
I don't know. I make a point to not be able to tell them apart and not know which
Paul
one
brothers?
is which. Yeah. I love to misname them. That's my favorite thing.
I wish I didn't know who either of them were.
I really wish I didn't. But they again are like Trump and they're so entertaining. It's like I'm like, what are they? You're gonna fight Mike Tyson. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, when
next?
people say the Paul brothers, I like to pretend they're talking about Chris Paul and Cliff Paul from those State Farm commercials. Remember that?
When Chris Paul was just Cliff Paul and he had like a mustache. He just put on a polo. We're like, oh, that's Cliff Paul. I like to
give it to Jake from State Farm. Bring back Cliff Paul.
Wait, that's such a great bit. That's such a great bit. You should tell that as a joke. I like to think
I might use
Chris
that.
Paul and Cliff Paul. That's so funny. Oh, I wish I thought of that. That's so crazy.
So what do you want to do? Like, what are your goals that you like? What haven't you done?
I want to write movies that I star in. Like, honestly, if I could just do the Rachel Sennett, and I'm not saying just like it's a small thing, right, but like that's my goal. Like, I just want to write things that I can be in.
And TV star.
Yes, but like I realized that like Abbott, right? Like Quinta Brunson. It's like there was this turn of I think creators realizing like, oh, if I want parts, I need to write them, and I need to write myself in stuff, and I need to do that. So like. Writing has always like come easier to me than performing, but I write all the time. Like I write movies, I write shows, I write thoughts. I love to write. I love it. It's the best. Was
that you've always been writing, like even before doing comedy?
I wasn't writing like movies, but like one skill I always had was like I could write a paper so easy that I would just do everybody's papers. Literally, sorry NCAA, but I would just do everybody's papers, and I realized how fast I could do papers. So I would always think like, what if I wrote stuff I liked? I wonder how that would work. And then I would always be like, but there's nothing I can write. And then I never thought to be like, oh, you can write movies.
Right, like you can just write whatever you want.
I would have never. In my head, I was like, somebody has to approach you and say you should write a movie. Like I never thought like, oh, I can use my free will and just do this on my own. So
I think that's kind of. I think I kind of thought that a little bit too.
Yeah, I'm like, who am I to just get a script like
right
serve it whatever what was it Final Draft and just make a movie? No.
That somebody has to like approach you and be like, "Do you want to write a movie?"
And
you're like, "Oh, well, now that you've asked me to write a movie, I guess I'll write a movie."
Finally, somebody asked me. Yeah, that's how I felt. And then when I was in the writer's room, I was like, "Oh, wait, so you guys just like write movies?" And they're like, "Yeah." Like they would always be like, "Oh, I wrote this feature. Oh, will you read my pilot?" And I'm like, "What? So y'all just write these things?" And they were like, "Yeah." I was like, "Who's paying you?" And they were like, "So nobody." And Oh, okay.
That's God. I feel so bad about this. The amount of people who like have posted on their Instagram stories, like, will somebody read my pilot? And I always say yes and almost never read it.
Me too.
Oh my God. Thank you. This makes me feel so much better.
I'm so sorry to anybody listening to this that I've done that to you. Because I know I've 100% done that to you. And I'm so sorry. I'll literally be like, oh my God, send it. I would love to. Because in that moment, I really would love to. And then I forget.
Do you have ADHD?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Me too.
You do? Yeah. So it's not our fault. We're sick.
Yeah,
we're sick.
It's
It'll
not
be
our
like
fault.
6 months later, and I'll be like,
I have that with literally. I think there's a couple of people where I've just been like, oh, they sent me their pilot 2 years ago, and now
you're like, hey, do you still need notes on this? They're like, so it's an HBO show now. You're like, it's the I Love LA. Like, it's like, you're like, sorry, and like I'm never sad because I'm like, it's not because I'm like, God, I'm going to miss the one person's going to make it remember that I didn't read their pilot. But I'm always sad because like I genuinely don't remember. Like it's not like me being like, this is going to suck. It's literally me like, oh, a squirrel.
Yeah. When you said that, I thought there actually was a squirrel.
You literally go,
I literally looked.
You know exactly.
I mean, there was earlier, like,
Did you
20 minutes ago. No, it's like 20 minutes ago. You were talking, and you went, oh, a dog.
Exactly. That's my brain.
I also do that.
That's my brain. Literally in the park, thank God for Bria and Marilyn, that the producers are judgy. They will literally be like, Amber, so we have guests, and you cannot talk to squirrels today. And I'll be like, okay.
You should have a squirrel on Judgy.
I would love to. They love the mic. They'll come right up to it. The squirrels in Washington Square Park, y'all, you should talk to them. They're actually very receptive of human voices.
Oh, that'd be great.
I would be scared though, because they're not shy either. Like the squirrels, they're not like Maryland squirrels. Maryland squirrels will just run from people. New York squirrels will walk right up. Like if I hold them,
because they're more used to people.
Exactly. That's why I think we need a show. We need to figure out what their programming is. Like pigeons.
Yeah. You ever watch that show Animals?
No. What is that?
It was like an animated show on HBO where it was like each episode. It was kind of like an anthology series where each episode would be different like animals, like anthropomorphized, and like
what?
It was very funny. And in New York City, it was all in New York.
Is it still alive?
No.
Fuck.
No, it had like 3 seasons.
They were like, HBO. We've done all the animals. That's it.
I think so. Yeah.
Y'all killed the rest of them, so we can't even make shows about animals anymore.
Yeah, and then there would always be like these like human subplots, but the humans didn't really talk.
Oh, like Tom and Jerry.
Kinda,
so it's like Tom and
yeah.
Jerry. Okay. I love that. I love like having shows where whatever the objects are, like Toy Story. Like we don't need to hear humans. We've done enough.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, Pixar movies are just like, no, different inanimate objects.
Like,
so just like, what if they could talk?
A ladder. Yeah, like what if a hammer could talk?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
So why aren't you more famous?
Because people are lazy and will not discover me. To be honest, I feel like I'm very early in my career. Late in my life, early in my career. No, I feel like I'm still young.
Late in your life.
No, I'm young. I'm so young.
Yeah.
But you know what? I feel like it's like, what is it? I call them touch points. I always said that I'll be famous when I have 1 million touch points, and that is 1 million up.
There's another dog outside.
Little tiny dog. Oh my God, look at that.
Oh, he's all over big ears.
He's cute. Okay, this is why I can't. This is ADHD in action. He would train his dog.
I don't.
Right. Is this a test for the show?
You cannot be training your adorable dog in front of 2 people.
And this is why I'm not famous. There's too many adorable dogs.
This dog is so cute.
Yeah, look at him.
Such a good boy.
I wish you guys could see. He's such a good boy, and his ears are bigger than his whole little head.
I know.
Oh, thank you, sir, for that. That was just for me. Thank you so much. No, but I think I'll be famous when I have 1 million touch points, and I consider a touch point like this, or like when you meet somebody and you're like, oh my gosh, let me read your bio.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like once I have 1 million of those, or like moments where I just meet somebody on a park bench or like whatever, because I feel like fame is just like a bunch of people caring about what you do at once. So I don't really want to be famous, but I would love to be revered and respected amongst my peers, my comedy peers.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. Fame is just a bunch of people caring about.
That's all. Did you
just come up with that?
No, I've thought it for a long time. You know what it is? I think when people would get famous to me, like when I would know about them, who was like that for me? Like Zendaya, right? Like Zendaya had this myriad of fans when she was younger that were a certain demographic, and then she does Euphoria and like not immediately but gains adult fans like quick because she's so talented, And I was like, wow, that's so funny. She's been famous to this certain group of people. And now she's like entering fame to adult life. So she was the person that made me realize like, oh, it's just like getting people to pay attention to you in different groups and different sections. So that's why I try to like, I usually say yes to everything. It's why I still babysit. Like, I hate to say, but it's like, I meet so many people babysitting, and like, that's how I really like learned my way around the city, and like, just like, you know, everything that comes with it. And I love people. I'm a real extrovert. Like, I get my energy from people. Like, if I were to not see people for like a week, I would probably die. That's like the truth.
Is Ben also extroverted? Or he's okay. I feel like
Ben
that's like
not
most couples.
Yeah,
like,
we are
there's
absolutely
like the
opposite in that
introvert
way.
and the extrovert. Yeah.
So he is like, when he meets people and he likes them, he really likes them. But he is like, I say this all the time. I'm like, Ben would rather be alone. Like, if the world ended and Ben could just have his PlayStation, he was the last person, he would be cool with that. Now, this is what I'm talking about. We've seen a puppy. We've seen people rolling blunts. Yeah. Just New York City, baby. But like, yeah, he is totally not an extrovert. He is just like, but he's not like, he's good with people, but it's like, as far as like making new friends, like I'll go out and be like, Ben, this person I met yesterday, they're coming over. He'd be like, what? Like, what are you doing? But no, yeah, he's totally not an extrovert.
Yeah. He, so do you babysit for any famous people?
No.
Have you?
I wish. I refuse to babysit for people, famous people.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is? Like, it's so hard to get famous people to see you in a different, however they meet you, that is what they think of you.
No, that's so true.
So it's like, I have to, even with the little girl I babysit, she's at the age where like her friends watch Judgy. Like, her friends are,
Wait, how old is she?
She's in 6th grade.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
So like, she was like, what do you, like, one day she just finally was like, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I have like an internet show. But I've been there for like the whole time we've lived in New York. I've been her babysitter. So she's watched me like go from literally nothing to something. And yeah, I just realized like, okay, middle school girls in 10 years, those will be people buying movie tickets. So like, this is great.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a psycho in that way. I'm always like, okay, wait. So who would buy a movie? Like, if I had a movie, who would be like, oh my God, the girl that she used to babysit went to school with me, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna watch that movie. That's how it works. That's literally, y'all just literally meet people and be nice to them, because then when you do stuff, they'll support you because you were nice to them. And that's enough.
It's so true. It really is just, there's never really, there's no reason to ever like not be nice to anyone.
There's no reason. It really is. Unless they're really rude to you, which then it's like, why are they are they being rude? But it's like, even like doing your podcast, it's like, you were always so nice, you know? So whenever people, and also if you ever asked me to do your podcast and I have said no, you are a horrible person, because I literally say yes to everything. Like, if I wasn't like, hey, I'm busy that day, and I just was like, no, I do not like you. So, and you're finding out right now.
Yeah, it's so funny. I was playing basketball with Ben, and he was asking me about the podcast, and I thought he was going to ask me to have him on, which I would. No. But then he was like, you should have Amber on. And I was like, oh,
dude,
yeah.
Ben is my number one manager, number one fan. Like, he will always. I literally get mad at him for that. I'm like, Ben, you're also a comedian. Like, you should. Like, the other day he had a set at Greenwich Village, and the booker of the club comes up to him and tells him, oh, you did a great job. Immediate response. And my girlfriend Amber does this club sometimes. I go, why didn't you just say thank you and let me know if you have other spots? His mind doesn't work. Like,
that's so sweet though.
And I thought he's the sweetest person.
I thought it was so like, I thought that was so cool of him, because I think
never gonna take the spotlight.
It's so that is a thing that I think like comics dating each other, like a hard part is like,
it's very hard.
It's kind of, you're kind of competing with each other in a sense.
Yeah, that's so
and
true.
And to see him being like, no, I actually care more about her success.
We are so opposite in that way, that Ben is not a competitor. Like, as soon as Ben feels like we're competing, or not just we, but like even at basketball, I tell Ben all the time, like, hey, Ben, I can teach you how to shoot and like dribble better. He's like, no. He's just like, no.
And you should.
No, do you know that I see the clips from y'all playing basketball and it makes me like, I want y'all to understand, physically ill. Like, I'll literally be like, stop showing me that. I hate that they even let you play. Like, it makes me sick. He like, Ben is the only person I know that shoots the ball and all 4 limbs are off the ground. I literally don't know how he does it, but I'll be like, why are you in a starfish shoot? Then he's like, did you see my highlights that Chris put up? I'm like, those are not fucking highlights. Like, I don't know what is happening. Everybody that's going to this basketball league, like, y'all are enablers. You guys are liars. You guys are like, what is happening? I think he told me he goes, I was team captain. What the fuck are you talking about? I was like, your team of what? What? I was like, when I was playing back in my day, you had to earn me a team captain on the playground. They just throwing it out, giving it to anybody. This is ridiculous. I was like, that's why literally I didn't even get surgery on my Achilles, which I probably should have, but oh well. I literally got in shape with the thought of coming to you guys' basketball league and being like, I'm tired of the rumors. I'm so tired of Ben coming home, acting like he's a basketball player. It makes me sick. I'm like, wait till I get in shape. I don't care if it's 2035. I will be at the Big Wachowski and I will be the champion. I will be the 3-point champion of the Big Wachowski. It's my only goal in New York.
2026 Big Wachowski. You gotta come play. I need you on my team.
No, literally 2026 Big Wachowski. Catch me there. Everybody catch me there, please. Maybe that's my way to fame.
Yeah.
No, honestly, one of my biggest goals is to actually get famous, like for acting or something, and then be in the Celebrity All-Star Game. Oh my God.
That's me too.
That's
always been a
you go wait.
No, like actually
me too. That's the only thing that I'm like, I would do that. Like when I saw Drewski, he looks like a book guy. Anyway, when I saw Drewski in the All-Star Game, I was like, that's my dream. That's it. That's all I want to do.
Is he good?
No,
okay.
He's horrible and got
then
MVP.
That's my dream.
He's horrible. Yeah, you said okay. Then that's fine. No, Drewski's horrible. He literally got MVP and he was horrible. I think he got like 10 air balls or something.
I was gonna be really surprised if he was good, but you never know.
He is the funniest person on earth, so he can do whatever he wants.
I saw they had the shooting stars event, and he was like throwing the passes, and he was so bad. Oh, him and Ben, they should play together,
dude. They have to. Oh, no, and now he's doing the flag football.
Ben?
Yes.
Oh, I was out of town for that.
He is surprisingly so good at throwing a football. It makes me mad.
Really?
So Ben used to, when we first started dating, in Ben's backyard, Ben practiced throwing a football by throwing a football into a basketball hoop. So, like, his accuracy is something I've never seen. But it makes me so mad because I'll be like, so you're not good at basketball. And he's like, yeah, but watch this. And he'll throw a football into a basketball hoop. And I'm like, I don't even know how this is relevant. Like, I don't even know what this is not a skill. Like, there's no point in your life where you need to do this.
It's like, have you seen the movie Basketball?
I'm laughing because Ben is the person that told me to watch basketball. He was like, you need to watch basketball. And I'm like, why? He was like, I don't know how you haven't seen it and you're a basketball player. And I was like, okay.
Because that's straight up like, that is like how they invent the game. They take the few parts of those two sports that they're good at and create their own game around it.
Let's just do this.
Yeah.
Honestly, we should do that. I'll do that. No, I'm coming to the Big Wachowski. No, it's over with. It's over with.
A basketball tournament would be fun, though.
I am so bad at baseball and softball and like tennis.
Me too.
Things like that, I can't. I don't know if it's I can't see, but like, no, yeah. The softball is the only sport. I don't want to say even sport. Softball is the only thing in my life my mom let me quit because I was that bad at it.
Really?
I never even got on first base.
I was equally bad at baseball. I think I got a bunt once. I think I never got like an actual hit, but
they were like, Amber, just hit it, bunt it. They were like, my coach was like, just stand there and then let her like throw 3 or 4 balls, whatever. And I was like, okay. I was so bad. The girl literally throws like 4 balls, and I could have walked to the first. I was so bad. I just went and sat down, and they were like, "All right."
I think I've told this story on here before, but the one time I got the game ball in baseball was like something like out of like a cartoon. It was I'm in the outfield because I suck, and I'm this is 4th grade.
Wait, so, that's where you put bad people?
Yeah.
I was in the outfield. Yeah. Oh no.
So
damn.
I'm in the outfield, and I'm not even paying. I'm like not even paying.
Picking the grass.
I'm probably like thinking, like imagining I'm in Lord of the Rings or something. Like my brain's elsewhere.
One ring to rule them all.
And the ball comes, and I'm like put my and it hits me in the chest.
Oh!
Knocks me, and it falls into my glove, and we win the game.
Hero.
And then they give me the game ball, and I don't even know that that's what happened. I think they gave me the game ball because I got hurt, and they felt bad for me.
You're like, ugh.
I don't even know that
people are lifting you up. You're like, no, I literally can't breathe. You're like, my chest, please somebody help me. That's so crazy. Yeah. I was so bad. Also, softball's boring. Sorry.
Yeah. Who are some comics that like really inspire you right now that you've been enjoying watching?
Josh Johnson, obviously. I think he just like is in a league of his own. I don't think anybody's even close to him as far as stand up.
So prolific. I don't know how he does it.
So prolific. Really like I
talk
think
about writing all the time.
It's like one of those things where I'm like, I can't believe I'm alive at the same time as this person. Tata Sharice, she's great. She's like past at the stand. She's at the stand a lot. She's great. She's a Philly comedian, but she lives in New York now. I think she's actually gonna be on Freshman 15, which is Kevin Hart's show for upcoming comedians. I think she was on there. She is so funny. Who else inspires me? God, there's so many comedians I like. There's, of course, Lily. I think Lily's so funny. I love Rosebud Baker. Always have loved Rosebud Baker. Marie Faustin and Sydney Washington. They are New York legends. I don't know how they are not on every show in every movie. I think they are so funny. Like they're hilarious just to sit around. But like when I see them like perform, I'm like, how are you not in LA like doing famous
Sydney
people
used
stuff?
to live in LA, didn't she?
Yeah, for like a second.
Yeah.
I think she moved for a relationship and then moved back. But like still, I'm like, dude, they're New York native women. So to me, I'm like, are we not doing our job here discovering these women? And then I'm like, oh, they're black women, duh.
Yeah, they're both really funny.
They're hilarious. Also, one of my favorite writers, Grace Johnson. Grace Johnson is so smart, so intelligent. Like, I'm so jealous of her writing style. I love the way she writes. I think she's such a quick hitter. She has so many jokes. And of course, Jay Jordan. I always say he's like my favorite comedian because he's so fucking funny. God, he's so funny.
He's great. I've never met him, but I saw him on the subway the other day.
I think he has a new special on Hulu that just came out. Yeah, I
he
watched.
He was Ole Miss, didn't he?
Yeah, he did go to Ole Miss. Ole Miss legend. Maybe Ole Miss's proudest moment. No, that's another thing. I want to get famous enough to do the Are You Ready before Ole Miss football game. Ole Miss, hear me, please. Let me do it. Just maybe 10 years from now, I'll be famous enough to do it. I think so. What is that?
That and the All-Star game.
If I could do those two things, y'all will never see me again. I swear to God, y'all will. If I do those two things, I will have kids sit in the house. Y'all will never see me again. I will just collect money and be in like, I don't even, I'll go to places like Vermont. I'll go to places like Vermont for fun and just sit around and do nothing all day. Mm-hmm.
You should go to Vermont. You should perform at the club.
You know what's funny?
It's a good club.
The family I babysit for, the dad is from Vermont, and his parents will come down, and their house in Vermont is sick. Oh my God,
I'm sure.
So much land.
Do you know where?
No, I can't remember. No, I was about to say their address because I know their address because I see them. I was about to say no, they live at this address, but I can't. I don't know what part, but oh my gosh, it's a beautiful, 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 beautiful house. Vermont is beautiful. Also, place. I just had a friend graduate literally 2 days ago from the University of Vermont. She's a doctor. She went to their medical program, and now she got placed at Harvard. Girl, we love you.
Oh, it's a good medical school.
It's a great medical school.
Not a good film school, which is what I studied. But fun place to live for 4 years. So no regrets.
No regrets. Yeah. That's perfect.
Do you got anything you want to plug before we wrap up?
Oh my God, y'all follow at Judgy Series. That is JUDGY Series SERIES on Instagram and TikTok. We also have YouTube. Y'all can follow us there too. That'd be cute, but it's not the same vibe. So hop in the comments on Instagram and TikTok, and then follow me. am.com, AMBDOTCOM. Yay.
Amber Singletary.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks for having me on. Oh, I thought this guy was taking a picture. I'm like, oh my God, I'm famous. We gotta cancel the episode. I'm too famous. Yeah.